Yeah, it looks like I lost y'all on the drive. That happens sometimes. You don't get the best signal up here. So if it cuts out, sorry. I'll try to make sure we got as good a signal as possible. But you know, ooh, there we go. Just working off my phone as a hotspot, so it's not always the best thing. I'm not seeing any shad spawning going on down through here like I did last week, which kind of stinks because there were a whole bunch of fish down through here last week doing that. This water's a little bit clearer than it was in the other spot, so I don't feel like it's as good for a spinnerbait. So until I see something, I'm just going to go down this bank with the buzzbait, and man, I am making some awful casts. Go down through here with the buzzbait and see if anything wants to come up and bust this thing. Maybe a little bit of activity in here. I wasn't seeing it right through here. I was seeing it up further the last week, and there's a bird working. So maybe we'll find some. Run into a little action down through here. There he is. Hit it right when it hit the bank. Good fish. A little better anyway. All right. Well, I thought he was better than that, but we'll take it. A little buzzbait bass. All right. There we go. Right up on the bank in this next to this big old tree. Now I'm all out of position, but we'll get it back. It's probably a little bit. Oh, big old gar! Something come out of there. Something came out of there and wanted to take a look. Good, got a buzzbait bass this morning. Oh yeah, there's 2 or 3 gar in that tree right there. Ooh, awful reel. Bunch of gar working down through here, so that means there's probably some bait somewhere. I'm not going to go where there's no fish. I don't see any point in fishing if there's not any fish there. There's another one. Hit it right when it hit the water. Watching some gar cruising this bank too, so that could have been a gar. That was definitely a gar right there. I saw him. Yeah, I see 3 or 4 of them cruising down through here. I saw one of them just roll on a fish right there. There's some fish down here. It's not what we're after. And I'm not seeing that shad. There's some shad spawn going on a little bit further up here, it looks like. That was a gar. This is where they were last week, right down through here, but not seeing that same enthusiasm this week. Go over a sunken boat. We catch a fish right there. We're gonna have to run all over the lake looking for another sunken boat. Get our pattern work. Ooh, that was just awful. That blade. Oh, a neat world. That blade's hung up on that tree. How did that even happen? I have no idea, but it'll put us in good position for the next fish. I'm gonna tear my bait up. I realized I left my spinnerbait box in the boat or in the truck, so I have this is all I got. I keep my knee world. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of noise to get that one, I think. There we go. This is a cast I want to make anyway. Make this. Yep, see that? That's why I want to make it right there. A little bit better fish on this bank, I would say. All right. There we go. Push myself off the bank here. Feel my trolling motor hitting the bottom. Ooh. Try that cast again. Need to look at my blade. I might have bent it up when everything looks all right. All right, now I'm seeing a shad spawn. Okay. Ooh, awful cast. There we go. And that was a good cast, but I went right over a rock. Man, oh man, some days it's like that. All right, try that again. There we go. That's what we were trying to do right there. Oh, he missed it. That's a gar. And then there's a little bass. There we go, a little bass. Oh, I don't like banging them on the bottom of the boat. Come here. All right, there we go. Oh, Jay, you got a channel too? I'll check you out when I get done fishing here. Let's see if we can get another bite. In the meantime, we're just kind of parallel on this bank. And not the shad aren't going crazy like they were last weekend. But there's still a few bass around, so that's good. And I really like catching them on buzzbait. It's fun. Come up and blast that thing. It'll catch a big fish too. You never know how big they're going to be. I've caught some whoppers on a buzzer before. Ooh, that just looked like a place. That looked like the place where I should have got a bite. That little section I caught him is the only place I caught him down through here last week. Oh, we got a little shad spawn going on right there. It's going on. It's just not as busy down through here as it was on that other bank where we started this morning. Ooh, that was a good one. He didn't get it though. I'll remember that spot and turn around and hit this again and try to catch that fish. Ooh, I had another one follow it out there. These fish are going to hit it a little bit off the bank, it looks like. This bank's a little bit deeper than where we started. This one's, I'm sitting in 5 feet of water here versus, 2 or 3. That's a good. Oh, I see a gar. He's coming at it. He's coming at it. Is he gonna hit it? Oh, yep, he got it. Oh. Oh, that's real. I got a couple of reels that just, I need to retire them, but oh, that fish, that's a good fish. He came, that's a real good fish. That fish, I saw him come off that bank. He darted like 10 feet to get that buzzbait. Let's take our time with her here. Like 3.5 pounder. All right, come on. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, I lost her. That's all right, we got her. We got her now. There we go. That's a nice one. Buzzbait, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. That fish was right up on the bank. I'm talking about shallow. I'm looking at where it came from, and I mean, there's no water there. Oh, I don't do the 2-minute penalty thing, by the way. Sorry, I'm kind of getting into the fishing, so I'm not looking at the phone quite as much, but little brush pile right there. It's kind of a neat little spot right here. There's where a little ditch comes in. There's no water in it right now, but it's just a little shallow flat area coming off the bank, and that's where that fish was sitting, right in that little, right where that little cut comes in. That's a good one. Hit a good one every now and then. I do see a shad spawn on up the bank a little bit, so there's some good brush down through here. You would think there'd be. So weird that I haven't caught any fish. Well, I caught one off that brush earlier, but you'd think you would catch more fish more cover focused than you do. There's another one right off the. Ooh, he got me. Oh, lost the fish, but I was hung up in the tree. Got me hung up in that tree. He hit it right on the bank. I mean, he just came up and darted up there. This water's clear enough to where I can kind of see them when they're coming. I see them, I mean, they move fast, but I still see them dart up there in a little flash, and then bam, they're on it. Golly. Man, that's fun. There we go. Another goodie. Oh, a quick release. That's all right. That's all right. I'll take a quick release. My bait's, I think my bait got a little bent. blade still looks good. Looks still pointy. But they're coming up, hitting it right on the bank. I think something's not right with my buzzbait. I'm not sure. Oh, I see what it is. Ooh, this buzzbait's almost done, folks. It is almost done. That blade on it is, it's on its last leg. It's almost worn through. And the bottom rivet. There we go. See if I get that guard to hit right there. See him, he's moving along pretty quick. Throw it right in. See him coming? See him coming? See him coming? Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, this is a, get a bite right here, you gotta work to get him out. Oh, there he was, he hit it and didn't get it. He hit the tree when he hit it. Cast in there again, see if we can. See if he'll make another appearance for us. Nope. Oh, there he was. I want to move that one a little bit faster. It's getting bites, so that's good. I mean, getting lots of bites. Like, oh, there's another one. I was not expecting that way out here off this tree, but I guess I gotta be ready everywhere down through here. I threw up in that tree and got her. All right, we're on a, we got a good bank going on now. Just pitching this thing up in that wood. Ooh. Okay, I was saying earlier I didn't think we were getting any bites on the trees, and then this one, I've had 3 or 4 bites just in this one. There's another one. Little guy, but make that. Pitch back into that tree a couple times. Ooh, that was awful. Caught my hand. There we go. I don't know if that's that same one that hit me earlier. There's so much wood right in here. It's just pick it apart with this buzzbait. I don't care. Oh no, 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 that one will come, that one should come off. But it's not. There it goes. Oh, there he was. He missed it. Not coming back twice. Oh, that was a gar. I gotta make a, I saw a little movement right there, so. Oh, that was a good fish. Came up and hit that thing. He missed it. That was a really good fish. Probably like a 3 or 4 pounder maybe. That's what he looked like based on the flash anyway. There we go. Having to get it up in that wood to get the bites, but I'm getting the bites. Oh yeah, I know those pike will tear one of them out, man. They'll tear skirts up, tear wires up, no matter what you got on a pike. We don't have too many of those in here, but I bet they're fun to catch. I know a lot of people, I think they're starting to get a little bit more popular than they used to be, aren't they? They used to be kind of considered a... We are on it. This is a post-spawn deal all day long. These fish are done with what they're doing, and they're just in here just eating. That was the same cast. That was the same cast as that last one, and that was a bigger fish. Woo! Oh! Oh man, that was cool. I started feeding it up, and then he came back out and followed it all the way up to the boat. Probably 2.5, 3 pounder. There he is. Big fish, big fish. There we go. That might have been the same one. Oh, no. I don't like dropping fish. Dang. Let me hold on to him there. All right, we're gonna put her back because I don't like dropping fish like that. Stuck my foot out there so it wouldn't hit the boat so hard. All right. Whew, there we go. We got a little deal going on now, folks. We have got a deal going on now. My bait's running sideways, which I cannot be having that. Golly. That was a gar. We're almost to the end of our little stretch of bank here. Man, that was a good stretch of bank. All right, let's put it. They're all up in this wood. Ooh. Just kind of picking it apart with this buzz bait, and where I can get my bait in. And okay, I mean, that little stretch right through there was where all the bait all bent up. What's going on here? It's kind of running off a little bit all of a sudden. Yeah, you catch a big bass and sling it in. That'll happen sometimes. I cannot believe how many bites I just got right through there. That was an insane amount of bites to me. And I don't. Well. And right up here is where I've been seeing the shad work. So, golly. Buzz baits. Buzz baiting. Love it. Oh, it's so much fun. This is, when you can get on that buzzbait bite, it's one of the most fun times of the year for me. Oh man, how did you hook yourself like that? There we go. There we go. Oh. All right, get back in there. And we are on a good buzzbait bite. It doesn't get much better than this. Got one miss there. There's another stretch similar to this around the corner when I was coming up, but there's a boat on it, so and I don't think that water or those, well, I guess they could be in there. Looking on the other side, trying to see if I see anything that looks good, and not really. This has a little bit of depth on it too, so I don't know if that's helping, or we're gonna go out to this point and then we're gonna turn around, we're gonna work it again. Go up in here. I got one little bank up in there that's a little bit shallower that I worked last week that I got one bite on. We can go up in there and try that. While we're heading that direction, I'm gonna go up in there and hit that one bank. It'll take all of 5 minutes. We'll give this a little time to settle down, and then we'll come back. There's one more, well, there's a couple more laydowns over here. We'll hit those up before we go up in there, since they seem to be enjoying these laydowns a little bit. Man, that was cool. That was a good little run right there. Go over here. There's two little laydowns, and then we'll hit those real quick, and then we'll go in the back. There's some rocks back here, and some brush piles and stuff. Give that a quick shot. But man, that was cool. I'm trying to think. I got I know another spot in the creek that's it's not quite like that. It's got a lot of wood, but I don't know if the fish will be in there like they are right there. We're losing our depth fairly quickly here. All right, we got some. Let's slow it down. Hit this. Anything hanging off this little bit of wood. These fish definitely aren't skittish today. Oh, there's another one. I put it in a little Ooh, I didn't come back good on him. Well, he hit it twice. We hit it a third time. Nope. My drag's just a touch light too, so trying to yank these fish out of that wood. Oh, there he was. They're definitely on the wood. Man, they're on the wood. Oh, he came up on it. Fish come up on it 3 times now. Didn't even hit it that time. He just kind of swirled on it. Well, shoot. Not a good cast. I see a gar right there. Let's see if we can get that gar to bite. Make a little skill shot. Ooh, no, that's not the skill shot I was looking for. Make a little skill shot right in there. Nothing. Little stump. And just a little bit more brush down through here, so I'm just going to keep working it. Hey, that's probably the last piece right there. Okay. Last piece I can see anyway. Make one more rando. All right, we're going to go straight ahead in that bank right in front of us. And then we're going to come back out and work this the other way. Yeah, I like it. That's a little cruise over there, and good buzzbait bite this morning, man. That's awesome. Super shallow in here, so I'm just kind of making sure I'm not kicking up any mud, because I'm getting up where it's getting real shallow. It gets a little bit deeper up by the bank, but right here it's hairy. Yeah, we're kicking up a little mud now. All right. This bank. Just fish it off. That's okay. Man, good buzzbait bite. Quick shot, and then we'll well, I don't need this. I don't need this in the shade, do I? And then we'll go back and we'll hit that again. See if we can get a couple more bites. This is a lunker lure buzzbait. They're my favorite. And used for a very, very long time. Just about, it's probably the next to like a shad trap or something. It's probably one of the earliest baits that I fished when I was growing up fishing. And this time of year, to me, is when they're absolute best for just getting bites. All right, I'll work down this little rock bank here for a minute, and then we'll turn around and we'll get some brush piles over there. We're gonna hit, and then it'll be pretty much done. Water's got a little bit more color here than it did over there, but they can see it. This is just one of those places you just kind of hit it quick, see if you get a bite or two, and then move on. I felt like that I should have got a bite, that cast. Little brush pile out here I had a bite on last week, didn't catch him. I was on spinnerbait. See a little bait movement over here. That's promising. This little pocket. Wow, that's where he's supposed to hit right there. I saw one right there. Saw a little movement. Alright, this is that brush pile I had that bite on last week. Water's a little bit dirtier. I don't know if I need to take this buzzbait off and try that spinnerbait again, or it's pretty dirty. Toss that spinnerbait in there a couple of times, see if anything wants it. The dirty water, sometimes that makes a difference. Yeah, I got hung up. Sometimes we use these short arms. They get hung up a little bit easier than other ones do. And I got a trailer hook and that doesn't help. There we go. Ooh, kicking up mud. We'll finish running this little stretch bank right here, and then we'll turn around and we'll fish the spinnerbait the rest of the way till we get back around the corner in that shade. Because this water is dirty. I got about 6 or 8 inches of visibility over here versus, you know, I could see them coming in that. Over where I was just at, it was quite a bit clearer. We're still keeping the bait kind of up in the water column. See a couple of gar swimming there. Let's see if we can get one on the bite. Oh yeah, he moved on it. Oh, I hit him. There he is, right off that point. On the spinnerbait. Little guy. Oop. Little rock. Just put that thing right off the end of it, and he came out and grabbed it. Saw some bait flicking there earlier. I figured there might be a little right in here. Bait like an inch under the water. It's a little bit more fun for me too when I can see the bait. You can see the bait bass come out there and slap it a lot of times. There's a bunch of bait right in this little pocket. Got a little shad spawn going on here, it looks like. Just one little baby bass though. They're definitely flicking around in there. Got a lot of scum on the surface. Alright, we turn it around. There he is. Ooh, good fish. I think it's a good fish. Hadn't seen him yet. Oh yeah. Decent. Decent. Oh, there we go. Decent. I'm on fire today. Little 2.5 pounder or so. I just went back. I just cast in there a couple of times too. It's wild how that happens. You work a certain area and then come back through there, and then there'll be something there. They just, maybe it's a different angle, or just maybe they're cruising the bank and you just happen to put it in front of them. I don't know, but that's. Are we moving? Okay. Make sure my trolling motor is working there. Well, I guess changing back to the spinnerbait was the right choice here. We'll keep going down down this bank with that. Plus the out, but doesn't confident buzz for me. Hit it, and this it's just not the. And I got by my trailer hook again. And I'm seeing having a few shad follow bumping into my spinnerbait, so that gives me some good feels. I don't want to get too close to this bank because I know it's shallow. We'll just oh, come on. Saw a little movement right there. Right in there. There he is. These fish are a little bit off the bank. They're not right up on it like they were this morning over in that other place. Having a good day today. Okay, thanks for in, man. I'll check out stuff later on. We'll I'm sure we'll see each other some more. There's another one. We're just putting on a whack fest this morning, man. Not all big, but getting some good ones in there every now and then. Just a good old spring catch-a-thon going on. My knots look bad, so do a quick retie and we'll get right back out. All I'm using right now is just a little, it's just a single spin. It's just a cheap spinnerbait made by Lucky Strike. It's called Redman. Jimmy Houston talks about it a lot. It's his design, I guess. It's just a safety spin style. And I have some other ones that I like to use, but that I used to like to use a lot, but I've been trying this one out and I've been getting a lot of bites on it, so figure, hey, why not? And it doesn't break because it's got that safety pin style. Doesn't have that weak point like a lot of spinnerbaits do. And that's a pretty big selling point for me, because I don't like to I use pretty expensive blades. I use those Hildebrandt blades, and they're not cheap. If you buy the gold ones, they're really expensive. I'm using copper today, but so you start breaking your spinnerbaits and you start spending a lot of money trying to get all your components just right. I've been using these Hildebrandt blades for years, and I think they're the best ones out there. Other ones will work. I just like the way these thump, and they're just really high quality. Got good polish finishes on them. Kind of a little bit. Oh, that was a fish right there. He didn't get it though. Let's toss back in there, and we'll get him on this cast. A little rock right there, and he hit it but did not get it. Let's try it again. Well, try buzzing it. Nope. No dice. But this is just a little chartreuse and white. It's a 3/8. It's nothing special. Back in, you got about 8 inches of visibility. So, and it puts off a good little thump. So they definitely know it's there. puts off. I got rods. Got a line out. A rod. I see a cork, but I don't see a rod. See if we. There. Okay. Move it. That was. We got. You just don't here because everybody gets on the list. That's what section is not known for either of those things. So it's kind of good. I think that might be some fry right there. Seeing just some little, looks like a little sprinkling of fry running. Oh, think I'll get it? Let's put it came in there. Fish was this right here. Here goes a gar. Gar. Yeah, gar all up in here. It's the time, I guess. Here, I got that one. That one. Let's raise up again. That one ain't gonna come off easy, I don't think. We get done with the fish and then back at the bank where we got all the bites this morning. Hopefully we can get a couple more bites. Mess. Is anything? One little brush pile right there. He hit it and didn't get it. Go back in there. See what we got. Alrighty. Just out here a little bit deeper and then back and try our buzzbait. We're doing that good bite today. We'll put it good. I mean, you catch it too. You just they're just hungry. The shad isn't active, so it's just working out this morning. We're just, you know, kind of figured all this out. Kind of figured something out last week. Up today too. That's where we got all our bites earlier on the buzz bait, so we're gonna make another run through and see if we got anything else doing over here. As far as a little bit clearer. I see some shad flicking on the bank. We'll kind of work down this bank where there's not much. There's another gar, good one. Kind of work down this bank where there's not much to see till we get down here, and then we'll slow it down and be a little bit more methodical with our presentations. Little stump right there. Little stump right there. See if we get one we come across it. Right there is where he should hit. Bam! Nothing. All right. Slow it down just a hair and let's there's been a shad spawn going on this bank if you're just starting to watch. And last week I got on them I didn't catch a lot of fish on the bank, but I noticed there was a shad spawn, so I came back this morning fishing this buzzbait. And I've caught some good fish on this bank already, like 3.5 pounders. But they've been all up in this wood in front of me. There's been a couple of them on the bank where there's these little rock formations that come out and kind of create little points. And speaking of that, there's one right there. And there's a few fish on those. Little guy. All right, still getting some activity, so that's promising. We like activity. They don't always have to be big. They're just, especially when you're fishing buzzbait, it's just cool to watch them come up and hit that thing. For me. Oh, there's a little bite. Oh, there's another little bite. And this is pretty heavy covering through here, so I'm not using a trailer hooking or anything. But they seem to be, when they're getting it, they're getting it. Oh geez, there we go. Go back to pitching, I guess. Oh, see a gar chasing. I mean, when I went through here earlier, I was really having to get up in some of this stuff to get the bites. But I mean, they weren't always hitting it right when it hit the water. Some of them were hitting it out off of it a little bit, and some of them were chasing. Some of them would hit it 2 or 3 times. That's what's cool about fishing. You don't always know what you're gonna get, and you don't know where the fish are always gonna be either. So I'm just trying to fish it all. A little stretch right in there is where most of the bites were coming. Of course, we'll probably go through here now. We've already done it once. Sometimes you can pick up another one. Sometimes it may not work that well. I may go through here, try this buzzbait for a bit, and then turn around and hit it with that spinnerbait. See if we can mop up anything that might not have wanted the buzzbait. I'm not getting near the enthusiasm, but I did sore lip a lot of them the first time. Big old gar right there. Ooh, that's a bad cast. That was a good one. That was a bass. What happened there? Oh, no. Buzzbait is almost done. And I don't have another one with me. So, ooh, got a little bent up there too. Let me fix everything back where it needs to be. Wind's kind of blowing me through here a little bit faster than I want to really go. But, look at this. Not getting bites anyway, so. I think we'll do that. I think we'll make a pass with this buzzbait one more time, and then I'll go through here and pitch that spinnerbait around and see if anything wants it on the way back. Golly. Oh. Had to yank that one over a tree. Oh. That's all right. There's some good ones in here. Had a couple of bites right there that never connected earlier. We'll kind of go down here to this little brush pile that's in the water, and we'll hit it, and then we'll turn the boat back around and go back over it with a spinnerbait and see if anything's interested. There's a good buzzbait bite this morning. Just hoping it keeps up. Hopefully when the sun gets up, it doesn't just go away. Maybe we can do this some other places. Got one other little bank in mind. I'm glad I came up here earlier than later. I started to go do something else, and I kind of said, no, let's just go on over here where I had some bites the other day. And ooh. All right, let's pick our spinnerbait up. Then we're gonna go over this same area. On about 3.5 right there just a little while ago. Fish was right on the bank. As far right through here may be a little bit clear for a spinnerbait, but doesn't matter. We'll give it a shot anyway. I've done stranger things. When I'm using that buzzbait, they make, Lunker Lure makes a bunch of different sizes. They make a 3/8 and they make a half, but they both have the same blade on it, and that 3/8 does not run anywhere near as good as that half. The half kind of keels it out and helps it run straighter. So if you're in the market for a Lunker Lure buzzbait, keep that in mind. Oh, had a little bump there. Right when I wasn't paying attention. Got some brush right in here. This I can kind of, oh, gar. Oh, I hooked him too. Let's see if I can get him. That's no fun. Not for me, it's not anyway. This is always traumatic for me. I'm gonna get over here and get my pliers and see if I can grab the hook and just snap him off, because they like to get floppy. Oh, easy enough. Good deal. A lot of times they'll go wild on you and just thrash all over the place. Now, I know there's fish in here. Now, I'm just hoping this little spinnerbait can get as many bites as the buzzbait did. Now, this is the third time we've gone over this, so probably won't. But I'm gonna probe through all this wood just as good as I can, just like ooh, well, a big bad cast isn't gonna make any difference. There we go. Try to probe through this wood like I was with that buzzbait. This bait is probably gonna be a little more susceptible to hanging up. In some of those areas. I might fish a swim jig. We're gonna come back through here because I'm gonna fish the rest of this bank, but I might fish a swim jig when I turn around. Let's try something a little less flash. That's also pretty weedless that I can get through there. So far, nobody's interested in my little spinnerbait. No interest whatsoever, except for a gar. Oh, there was a little flash. Had one ticket. That was a little guy. Hit it again. Did not hit it a third time. Well, stuff is biting it, but whatever it is biting it is not getting it at all. Right in here's where we had some good bites earlier. Put you on the outside of this little brush. I see a gar there. Hope he got it. Dang. That was probably a 4 or 5 pounder. Not what we're wanting. We don't want the gar. But I'm pretty sure I had a good. Ooh, that's a good shot. It'll work. Should have worked. There. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Wasn't that big. He's probably 2. I mean, I'm seeing them. I can see this bait good, so when they hit it, it's fun. I can like, oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a little one. Yeah. Nobody's going to accuse me of not picking this stuff apart good. Not today. Well, my skirt keeps getting wrapped around my head. I don't like it when it does that. I feel like it runs better when it's flared out the way it's supposed to be. A lot of times when they do that, I'll just pull some strands off. Okay, I got shad following my bait, so there's still plenty of shad in here. Oh, came up and hit it right when it hit the water, but he didn't get it. Try that cast again. Ooh, went too far that time. And that time I missed my shot. Let's try it again. I'm a little bit off now. The boat position's not quite right. Yeah. There you go. I'm not sure how to say your name there. It looks like I'm just going to call you Evil. But hopefully you get some fish there, man. It's been pretty good to me this morning. We'll get some. I don't know where you're at, but if you're on if you're anywhere around here, there's some fish biting. Good day for it. We've had lots of good steady weather. Ooh, something. Had a little bit of rain a couple nights ago, which is about the most we've had in a while. So that seems to be helping. That's a good shot right there. That's the kind of place where you're supposed to catch them. All right, we're gonna turn the boat around one more time. We're gonna go across it and then we're out of here. And I'm gonna this time I'm gonna fish a little swim jig around, see if they want that. They did not want this spinnerbait, but I have a feeling that's because the water is a little bit clear. I have a that I select certain baits, and I have 3 baits that I go through depending on water clarities and cover: spinnerbait, swim jig, and swim bait. And I can't really explain what the water clarities are. I just know them when I see them. And this is a little bit more of a swim jig water clarity than a spinnerbait. And then when it gets to where I'm like, oh, that's way too clear for a swim jig. And sometimes you'll see that. You just see it and it just stands out way too much. Then that's when I go to the a swim bait. That's kind of my transition with those 3 baits. Is this one's got some, we'll tighten her down just, okay. So right now this watercolor to me looks a little bit more conducive to a swim jig than a spinnerbait. Buzzbait, you have a little bit more of a range of watercolors, but for those 3 particular baits, to me I can kind of tell where I need to be. And you can fish this a little bit slower too, which is nice. You can kind of work it through those limbs a little bit more than I could that spinnerbait. So, and this is just this one that I'm using. This is a 1/4 ounce. It's kind of light, so it doesn't get down real deep, and I don't move it real fast. So Scottsboro Tackle. They make these in Scottsboro, Alabama, and down near Gunnersville. Let's see if maybe we'll get a bite on this too. I mean, we've really, I mean, I'm working the crap out of this stuff, so you know, you get after the first go around. I mean, we probably caught 10 fish on the first. And who knows how many bites. 10 fish and a bunch of bites on the first go around, so don't expect to catch a whole lot. Well, there we go. Swim jig. Little adjustment. Don't expect to catch a whole lot on this pass, but the watercolor just looks right for this bait for me, so that's why I picked it up. If anybody's wondering. And that fish agreed. He agreed with me. Good swim jig color. A good swim jig watercolor. This bait goes through this cover good. I mean, it'll go through wood really good. Goes through grass really good. Don't really fish it around rock a whole lot. I've had a couple of good bites right through there. I didn't get one that time though. I got in a little close for this little stretch right here, but watercolor's dingy enough to where it may not matter. And I've got some shad still. Still chasing my bait up, which is nice. I got in too close this go round, I think. Awful pitch, but we got it in there. Three or four hits in there last time that I didn't, the first go around that I didn't get. So I figured they would. There's one right there. That little guy. Hey, well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Carolina. Yeah, bass got a little bit they got too much screen watching going on right now, I think. That's my opinion. Pros, professional fishermen should know how to catch fish, and they shouldn't need to be just staring, putting their bait in front of a fish. If you don't know how to catch fish, forward-facing sonar is a good thing. If you just want something to pull your line, but I like the thrill of the hunt. And that completely takes away the thrill of the hunt for me. Just not knowing what you're going to get. Well, and some of the fish are way up in that tree too. All right, let's keep on with this thing. Got a couple of bites on it. We've got some more laydowns on the other end of this rocky bank, and then we've got some of those little jut out rocks coming up, so we'll I may switch back up. The sun's starting to get a little high, so I don't know if that buzzbait bite's going to keep up like it was this morning. We'll put my little buff over my ears. Try to keep that sun off a little bit. There we go. Oop, heard one blow up on one of those trees back there. I didn't get them all. Nope, got that piece of brush that's over there. Ooh, oops. Now they know I'm here. They didn't before, they do now. There's a lot of little gaps in these rocks. And last week there were some shad up in here spawning. Those bass would just kind of push them up into those little gaps and get them a couple. So I'll kind of stay off a little bit. I paralleled it on the way in with the buzzbait and got a few bites. Just gonna kind of stay off and see if I see anything looks shad spawnish. We'll get a couple of this bait skips a little bit better than a spinner bait too. I just kind of did a little skip, not intentionally, but I had one hit it right there. Pitch back in there and get him. Try to get him. Not getting a lot of follow-up bites today. Well, he hit it. Something hit it. Didn't feel very big. Working slow down through here, making sure I hit every one of these little crevices. There's a little bit of, seeing a little bit of movement. This rod's probably a little bit soft for this. This is just a little medium action rod, 15-pound line, but not a lot of heavy cover right here, so I'm not too much worried about it. Had a little, something got after some bait right there because I saw one scoot. See a little bait scooting around in here, but I'm not getting any bites. Go back to the buzz bait for a little bit, see if we get a couple more bites before we get to the end of this bank. And I'm gonna keep that up there, and if something hits, maybe I can follow it up with a swim jig and catch them if I miss one. Ooh, I had one hit it right when it hit the water. All right, let's pick this back up and see if we can throw in that same spot and get a bite. See if he'll come back and hit that little swim jig. He did not. Try it one more time. Did not hit it. Alrighty. Got hung on my lock clip. Little flower petal or something there. Try. Oh, there was one. He didn't get it. Good bite right there. That's a good shot. I have to go back to that swim jig just because I think going through this wood, it'll come through the wood a little bit better than this buzz bait. And if I get it dialed in right, I'll be able to skip it a little bit without getting a backlash, hopefully. Ooh, I just saw one just showed himself. He showed, let me get that backlash out of there. I don't know how big he was, but I'm gonna put it right where he was. He was right in there. Oh, he hit it too. As soon as it hit the water, he got it. Oh, there's a gar there. I thought I had a bass bite though. Maybe not. This stuff right here is quite a bit harder to fish than. Ooh, that was a nice bass. Came out and hit it, but he didn't get it either. They're just swiping. They're not. Heard one. Ooh, some way up in there. Let's see. There's definitely some fish in this. There he is. Good fish. Yeah, not as big as I thought he was. There we go. Way up in that wood, just pitching it up in. I mean, getting it in there pretty deep. They're not really on the outside. What is going on, Buffington? Not really getting bites on the outside. Had to get up in there. That one there's nowhere to be but right on the edge, so Get a bite there. That's all they can be. They're right on the edge. Good lay down log right there. It looks good. Oh, there he is. Oh no, I got him in the tree. Let's see if I can get, no, I'm gonna have to go get that one. Kind of got me over a limb there. Just gonna leave him in the water. Got me in the limb. All right, there we go. There we go. Little guy. Check my line. When he jumped, he kind of got me over that limb. I didn't cast over the limb. This time I'll cast over the limb because I want to make a cast right there, right up there against the bank. Nothing. Oh man, it's been a fun day of fishing this morning. Been doing some work. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Appreciate everybody coming in to watch. Let's see what we got. Just this is fun, just being able to fish around all this wood and watching these fish come out and slam that bait. That's the type of bait, that's the type of spot where you get a bite, but you don't get him right there. No. Got a couple more trees up here and then it'll be time to move on. I don't know where we're going next. I know of another pocket that's shallow though, and I just don't think the super shallow stuff. Actually, I know where I'm gonna go. I got a bank that I want to fish. It's kind of just off the main river. It's got some cover on it. I don't know how much cover I'll be able to actually see or fish, but if you lose me on the ride or all, I'm keeping everything I lost last time I moved. So if you lose me, just look up my name and I'll be going back in a few minutes. I'll turn it back on. Whoa. I was gonna get one right there. If I can get this, if I can pull this cast off, I might get one there too, but I didn't pull it off. Yep, I did. Look at that. Gar came up and grabbed it and had me in the tree. Yeah, this is why I don't like them right here when they start flopping like that. I hooked him in the belly, which makes it even worse because now I gotta get my hands close to his teeth. Let's see if I can get him. Thrash my line a little bit. We'll go ahead and retie. That's exciting anyway. Came up there and slammed it. But I kind of went over a limb, and right before I was getting ready to pull it out of the water to pull it out of the tree, he came up there and grabbed it. I see one hanging out in this treetop right here, so I'm gonna try to watch out for that guy. But there's a bass. Ta-da! Not always the biggest in the world, but we're getting bites, and that's what keeps it interesting. Right back that same and get nothing. Right there's where the gar was. No bass hanging out with him. That's something hit it right there, but I think it was a gar, but we're gonna throw it in there again anyway and see if we can. Yeah, something bumped it again. All right, time to make a move, folks. That's a heck of a bank this morning. Caught them on buzzbait, spinnerbait, and swim jig through that. They're on prime, to me, post-spawn bite. What I normally, like first couple weeks, fish are way. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. I'll make another run. I'll be as soon as being